Hey guys, it's Chase, and last night I got to see the new Godzilla movie, and I just want to talk about it for a minute. I think if you're a fan of Godzilla movies and just the classic Godzilla movie, then you will really like this movie. There are things about it that I would change. I'm going to try not to spoil a whole lot, but it stars Bryan Cranston, Aaron Johnson, who is in Kick-Ass, and Elizabeth Olsen, which kind of ironically, they're both Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. So they're going to, they play husband and wife in this one. They play brother and sister in the Avengers. That's, kind of strange. This movie was good. It's one of those things where a lot of action movies these days, they kind of try to rush into things. They, try to just pound a bunch of shit into you and a bunch of action and stuff you don't really need. And this movie spends a good time on character development. It kind of shows a relationship between Bryan Cranston, his son, and his wife, and his kid, and it's just this big, great story involved in a Godzilla movie. So that's really good. This movie is very misleading in the trailers. You may think that Bryan Cranston's the main character in it, and he's not. His character is very important. He's does really good at kind of making you interested and pulling you in. But it's more about Aaron Johnson's character and his wife Elizabeth Olsen and kind of their son. Because the whole movie without Godzilla, you don't really see Godzilla until about fully get a whole lot of Godzilla until about an hour and some odd change into it, which could bug a lot of people. I enjoyed it. I think I wish there was a little bit more of him in it, but I can understand why you did it. They give you this badass kind of action scene at the end, which is what you want in a Godzilla movie. The '98 one came out when I was a kid, so I was 7 years old when the first one, when the '98 one came out. And when you're 7 years old, you'll watch anything, you love anything. I thought it was awesome, and got teased by my sister a lot, but I thought it was really cool. It's one of those guilty pleasure movies I watch now. I don't watch it a whole lot, but it's one of those things I kind of stand up for it because for what it was when I was 7, it was really good. But this one, lots of action at the end, a bunch of character development. I think Aaron Johnson did a really good job. I think Elizabeth Olsen did a really good job. And I'm going to try not to spoil a whole lot. So this is spoiler-free review, hopefully. Try not to give away too much. It's about, Aaron Johnson's relationship with his dad and how that's kind of weird. And just all the shit that happens. And when you see this movie, there's lots of shit that happens to Aaron Johnson, Kick-Ass, in this movie, and the whole time I'm thinking this poor bastard, because he's in the Marines and already has to defuse bombs and stuff, and it's just like, what else can happen? It's like, Jesus Christ. Do check it out. I rank it, out of 10, I would say it was probably an 8 out of 10, because it's one of those things, it's a really good monster movie. I'm not going to count Pacific Rim, but I think this is the kind of Godzilla movie that this generation needed. I think we needed this kind of Godzilla movie to wash the taste of the '98 one out of our mouths. Do check it out, and when you go, make sure you go maybe a week from now, because I got kind of annoyed with a lot of people in the theater because they can't handle themselves. But I'm a little immature too. But if you see an Asian man say Godzilla in a movie, you kind of expect how everyone's going to react to that. But guys, thank you for watching, and I hope it didn't spoil a lot. I tried not to. I know this is a review, but I didn't really talk about the movie a whole lot. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you for day 10 of my A through Z movie challenge. And please do subscribe, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.